Well, looks like I'm going live here in my small office reptile room. This is something I'm just practicing this because I'm trying to see how this works out. Now this is my Jew Lacerta. He is melanistic, so you can see if you can see that he's melanistic. I mean he doesn't have any coloration. He's all black. But normally this species is brightly colored, greens and blues and lots of different hues and tints of red sometimes in some places. And he's pretty good guy. This is my Uromastyx enclosure. Right now it's in the evening, so they're sleeping. Where's the other guy at? Okay, he's not in there. He's not there. Okay, he's in here. Yeah, you don't want to mess with them when it gets to this time in the day. They're usually doing their thing, you know. And another group another group of Uromastyx are down here. They're also already turned in for the night. They're pretty good on schedule. They wake up at around noon because it's winter time. They know the days are shorter, and by 5, they're back down in their burrow, and then you won't see them again until tomorrow around tomorrow around noon. Here's a gecko. They kind of wake up when I do. You know, they're pretty good. When you're up, they're up. You know, when you leave and go somewhere and turn the lights off, and they just chill. Really interesting animals. This one was born here, and I love the colors on this guy. He's just amazing. And he's so mellow. You know, they're all pretty mellow. You know, you can just kind of play with them a little bit. They don't love being handled, but they don't mind. Yeah, this is a interesting way I keep this closed. I don't have a latch for this door, so what I do is I've got this little suction cup and I wet it and I put it on the door right here, push it in, and it stays pretty tight. You know, you have to lift up this little lip here to get it off, but that was a better way than jamming paper and stuff in there. I used to like just jamming papers and stuff in there, but now I use this technique for all the doors. These are plastic, so they scratch up a lot, you know. And on this one, especially this one, because they tend to come out and scratch up the plastic on their own. They just like to move around, but I got to remember to always keep these little suction cups on there so they don't come back and surprise me and be out on the living room and be on the floor. These are crickets here, breeding some crickets. And also we've got some mealworms. These are mealworm beetles. These beetles will lay eggs in this tray right here with oats are on the bottom. And then they will turn into these little tiny little worms. You might be able to see one here. Can you see this? And that little worm there, will turn into this big worm here. And those big worms, I feed them to this guy right here. And not only him, though, but I also feed them to this guy right here. look at there. There's a beetle. There's an actual beetle in this case. That means that the worm was in there long enough to pupate and turn into what they turn into between worm and beetle, and then they end up being that black beetle in there. They're scrambling around. I'm going to get him. I'm going to put him in the. I'm going to put him in this case right down here that I just showed you, and he'll be in there, and then he will just create more little beetles. And that's the way they do. But this is my baby right here. This is my baby right here. That's my baby right here. I can't really see the camera. I can't see where it's pointing. And I'm wondering if I could use the front camera. I'm using looks like it's using the front camera right now. But can I use the other one to make it so that it's easier for me to see what I'm videoing? I don't know. You can hear the crickets, right? Yeah, they make lots of noise. You can't really see anything in here, but this is a ball python enclosure, and he's in there under that log, and I'm not going to bother her. It's a female. I'm not going to really bother her, but yeah, that's the room, and this is just a test, so I know that I don't expect lots of viewers or anything. I'm just trying to see how this is going to work out with my new iPhone 12 Max. Just got it yesterday, and you got to figure out how to use these things, right? So there you have it, and hopefully I'll get this together, and I'll be able to do a lot better job later. Okay, there I go. See you.